Let us do Pradhana and start the session. Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Om Mannado Sri Jagannatha Madguru Sri Jagadguru Mamatma Sarva Bhutatma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Om Akhanda Mandalakaram Vyaptam Yena Chara Acharam Tat Padam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. The only Guru of three religions, Traitatiram originator, sensational writer, Hindu virtue donor, the emperor of spiritual kingdom, Sri 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 Acharya Prabodhananda Yogeshwarlu. We are learning Traitatiram Bhagavad Gita interpreted by Sri 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 Acharya Prabodhananda Yogeshwar. Let us pray our Guru to provide us the wisdom in a right manner. We are learning Shraddhatraya vibhaaga yogam chapter from Traitatiram Bhagavad Gita. Last week we learned from 4th Slokam to 7th Slokam. Let us see the meaning of the Slokams which we learned last week. All these 4 Slokams are talking about the emotions, gunas. Those who have sattvic disposition worship the devatas. Rajasic people worship the yakshas and demons. Tamasic people worship the pretas and bhutas. Those men who have arrogance, pride and have strength of the disposition like desire and love, doing harm to others, doing penance not according to the regulations of Shastras, being ignorant and who tortures their senses in the body as well as Atma, who dwells in it are to be known as demons. Even the food which is taken by all exists like 3 kinds of Shraddhas. In the same way, the sacrifice, penance and charity exist as 3 kinds of Shraddhas. Listen to me, I shall tell their differences. These are the Slokams and meanings last week we learned. Let us move forward to learn about 8th Slokam. What is the 8th Slokam? 8th Slokam is talking about the interest on sattvic disposition. Ayusattva balarogya sukha priti vivardhana rasya snigdha stira hrudya ahara sattvika priyaha. The sattvic people have affection for such food which endure long time, increases long life, health and satisfaction, gives strength and rejoice. They have affection on the juicy food which increases affection and makes them beautiful look and palatable. So this is about the people who got the sattvic disposition, what kind of food they interest. Okay. So here Shraddha is in which disposition and how it is on food is described in this Slokam. First we need to learn about the food. So there are materials which we put inside our stomach through the mouth. All of them are not considered as food. There are 2 kinds of material or substances we put inside our mouth and they will go inside the stomach. So one is called the food material and another one is called non-food material. So the food material which provides nourishment, protection to the health of the body is called the food, which is useful to the body is called the food. And other material which we put in our stomach, though it will enter through the mouth, it is not called the food. It does not give any strength to the body. It provides pleasure mentally and it works directly on the brain. It is not called the food substances. So those are intoxicated substances which are bhang, it's nothing but Indian hemp plant, cannabis sativa, opium, alcohol, whiskey, brandy, cocaine. There are lot many things are there which are not food substances. Okay, the substances which give nourishment, body growth is called food. There is no objection about that in taking that food, but it's not good to take the intoxicated substances which provide toxic to the body. So some persons here may question that there are two kinds of foods, right? One is vegetarian and another one is non-vegetarian. Some people say that vegetarian food is good and the non-vegetarian food is not good. And people advise that leave non-vegetarian and eat only vegetarian food. If you eat non-vegetarian, bad dispositions will come. So, is the true statement? Let us see the answer for this one. So, there are two kinds of food substances are there. One is vegetarian and another one is non-vegetarian. The food substances are going to be useful to the body to grow it and to protect itself and to keep it healthy. There is no principle associated with the food which is helpful to the body to restrict it. There are not, there is nothing like eatable and non-eatable. The intoxicated substances which are going to change your mind, that should not be used. The merit and sin may come in earning the food. So while you are earning the food, you may get sin, you may get merit, but not in eating it. So we came to know that some people saying gunas could be changed with the food, and we have seen that matter was written in the books also. They did not know on what basis they had written like that. So let us see this one. If gunas change by taking the food, so what is the purpose of teaching the wisdom in that case? We can make all the people to eat good food and make them to behave good, right? So if any food is eaten, it is for his body, but not for activating any gunas. So what makes the gunas to change is based on his previous karma only. Let's have an example. If there is a military, there are 300 people in that troop. If we give the same kind of food at same place, they eat, but their dispositions are not in the same level, even though all the people ate the same kind of food. So based on this example, we say that the food is not altering the gunas at all. Gunas at all. So it is said about the food that is in accordance with the gunas. Food is coming accordance. Food is according to the gunas, but gunas are not accordance with the food at all. So if you see non-vegetarian food, what it contains proteins, nutrients in it. It is going to help the body to protect it, grow it and keep it healthy. Same kind of nutrients or proteins you will get from green grams, red grams, those kind of cereals you are going to get it. So you will get the proteins from non-vegetarian or vegetarian food. So those proteins are very much useful to your body to build your muscles. So we also said before that sin may come in earning the food, but sin doesn't come by eating the food, and the gunas should not be changed by eating the food. In respect of food, either vegetarian or non-vegetarian is the same. So whatever the food you take, either vegetarian or non-vegetarian, so no issue in that. The food is related to health or ill health of the body based on what kind of food you take. If you take fresh food, it will be helpful. If you take stale food or the food which is rotten food, that may destroy your health of the body. But it is not related to either resumption or cessation of gunas. If food is related to the resumption or a cessation of gunas, we do not need either wisdom or practice of yoga. So in order to practice of yoga, wisdom is needed. But with the wisdom, your gunas are going to change. So when food is changing your gunas, then why do you learn the wisdom and practice the yoga? It's not needed. Everybody can be served with good food and make them to merge with Paramatma. Is it really going to happen? No, it's not going to happen. And also, a regrettable thing is here, there are great Swamijis and preceptors. They will change your food, so the gunas will be altered. If you eat good food, your gunas will become good. If you eat bad food, so your gunas will become bad. So saying like that is astonishing thing over here. So though whosoever serves it, there is no effect on the food. And also they said that the people who serve the food, if the people have bad gunas, the person who eats the food, he also gets the bad gunas. That is also a wrong perception. Some people fabricated these kind of stories to cheat other people, to throw their mistakes on others. Okay. If it is so, every wrongdoer cast his mistake on the server of the food. So I hope you consider whether it is good. Okay. So, and also there is a deer which eats always grass. So the animal which eats grass, and a lion is there that eats the meat. Okay. Some people say that, see, deer is eating grass, so its behavior is good. Lion is eating flesh, so its behavior is cruel, they say. But here, the softness of deer and cruelness of tiger have come from its birth. By birth, they got their behavior, their attributes, their properties like that. So, here everyone should eat any food which is gained for the body nourishment. The eatable food only useful for the body, but it won't change the dispositions. Some persons may ask us that one who takes alcohol changes another wise in accordance with the alcohol. So some people question like that. See, he is taking alcohol, his behavior is changed. So it's same thing with the food also. They will tell that. We already came to know about this. There are two kinds of substances we give into our mouth that will go into stomach, and then it reacts in two ways. One which provides nourishment and health of the body, another one which is going to directly work on the brain. Right. Here the alcohol is related to the banned food. It's not a food. It's going to directly work on the mind. It is intoxication. It is a toxic substance. Okay. It's going to change temporarily the disposition. It is going to alter the disposition. It exposes the immersed feelings in him, but it won't fabricate anything that does not exist. Okay. So the real nature of who who appears as good man will come out in the intoxication. When intoxication, there are some people who pretend to be good, right? If you give them toxic substances, the mind which he got does not hide his property. So it is going to reveal the underlying matters, reveal the hidden matters from him. So he will expose all the matters outside which he hidden. That happens temporarily as long as he got the intoxication. So when it is gone, he will come to the normal position. Food determines the strength and weakness and health and ill health of the body. Intoxicated substance determines the strength and weakness of mind and resumption and cessation of the gunas. So the alcohol, what it does, it instigates the dispositions and gives mental rejoice temporarily. And also the opium, if he takes, what happens? Gunas do not work. The dispositions, emotions temporarily halt there itself. He will go to the mindless state. He doesn't know what he is doing. So the opium engrosses the jiva into the intoxication, as he doesn't relate to any matter in the world, and made the gunas do not function at all. So our duty is first to know what the food is and what the food is not. So we need to clearly identify which is the food, which is not the food. So it is not good to say that non-vegetarian food is forbidden. So you should not say that. It's not good to say that wisdom can't be attained by the non-vegetarian food. Don't say to anybody that since you are a non-vegetarian, you can't get the wisdom. That is totally wrong. It's not possible to sit without eating the meat when he has to take in accordance with the karma. Every activity, everything happens according to his past karma, right? So, though Arjuna said that he is not going to do battle, Lord Krishna said that when it is written in his karma, he cannot avoid that. He must follow that. So, only so much one shouldn't think like pessimist that he should not be useful for the wisdom. So, if even though he eats, he is eligible to, even though he eats non-vegetarian, he is fully eligible to learn the wisdom and follow the practice of yogam. In Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan never said that meat eating is forbidden. Every action should be thought in accordance with the wisdom and not be thought anotherwise. Here Bhagavan said that those who are in these dispositions have interest in this kind of food. That's what the Shlokamu is saying. The people who got sattvika interest, they are going to have interest on these kind of foods. God already told that. So one can understand that Bhagavan did not say that these dispositions were developed by taking these kind of food. Okay. Here the brief rule is gunas are not in accordance with the food. Food is in accordance with the gunas. That we must understand. So we learned, for example, despite jiva exists in the tamasic disposition, in according to his past birth karma, he has to eat the tamasic food because karma derives what he has to eat. So, which is got by those dispositions. But if his interest is in sattvic disposition, he must be counted as sattvic person according to the wisdom. Let you grasp that in the verse we said only about his liking for food, which is sattvic interest. He may gain that or may not gain, which is purely depending on the karma itself. If it is there in his karma, he is going to get it. If not, He's not going to get it at all. So we are ending this session over here. Let's learn from 9th Slokam onwards in the next week. Let us do Mangala Prardhana and end the session. Om Mangalam Gurudevaya Mahaniya Prabodhatmane Sarvaloka Sharanyaya Sadhurupaya Mangalam. Prabodhatmanam to everyone.